Hello, gamers! Welcome to Gamers Galaxie Special Edition GOG, that is Guild of Guardians segment. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the top characters to go after, and the guy that is going to help me do that is named Woody. You can find him on X at at GameFindNexus. The guy just has amazing content on there for new people and advanced people. I implore you to go give him a follow and check it out. And with that, Woody, how are you doing today, my friend?
Good, I'm doing great, WT. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, yeah. This is something we're going to be doing to really focus fire on GOG and get into the nitty gritty of it. So right off the bat, right now, it is June the 10th. We're just a shy bit under a month since launch. What is the meta that people seem to be going after right now?
Well, I think there's two main metas, right? And I think before the game launched, we knew that the holy trinity, if you will, of Cyrus, Leah, and Tavros was going to take over pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you've seen is that get mixed up a little bit with Karuk. Karuk is the orc-looking Terra Guardian, who's also a legendary founder. He's sort of made a name for himself in boss rush and arena mode. So really great pickup there. And then I also see a lot of Tierok in those all-founder like mega uber formations. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has an ability that regenerates your Guardian's energy. So I would say that for the people who have the money and went all out, that's where they're kind of landing, and you see Helia kind of coming in and out of that. But definitely Cyrus, Leah, and Tavros is the core for those top tier formations. And then there's another meta for the rest of us. And what I'm kind of been pleased to see is that a few epics have sort of emerged as these really great options, really great budget options too.
Okay.
Although one in particular is maybe getting out of budget option, but that would be Durizda, who's probably the best DPS in the game.
Oh, wow.
And then Priel, who I wasn't hot for her and wrote 2 reviews on her, and now I'm starting to change my mind because of community feedback. But she's now in that $90 to $100 price point. And Morax is a tank with an AoE stun ability. And then you have sort of these other ones that you can sort of round out those 3 with, right? So like Aquarius, Ashwin, Takati, Grizel, Durin. So you see a mix of those guardians. I consider them budget because you can either get them free from the game, or you can purchase them off the secondary market as well. A lot of them still retail for around $30.
Yes. Yeah, I actually was checking that out recently. I did not know about some of these that you said. Yeah, I've been on Priel for a long time. I've got my Cyrus, my Leah, my Tavros, and I went with Priel because I liked her shield ability. She does go down usually first for some reason when things get really bad because she just doesn't have the HP like the other ones do. And my 5th has been Reborn. I've been locked into those guys since probably the first week when I decided who I was going to go with. I really haven't ventured out of it because one, I don't have the time with doing content and everything, and I don't know how people shift around their resources to have all these other different options very well. But so you talked about the main meta, Cyrus, Leah, and Tavros, and then a couple other side ones. And so the budget ones you think are mainly in the epic side, is what you're saying?
I think there's some great options in the Epic side because for esports and founders, you can only purchase them. There's no option to get them. But for Gen 1 and Core 1 Guardians, you can totally earn them from the game and ascend them. So if you are on a budget and you're looking to minimize costs, that's where you want to go. And right now you have a Core 1 in Durizda who's just owning it in Arena. Which is nice to see. I mean, it's going to piss off people who have spent a lot of money on these big squads, but
Right.
Again, just to speak to the balance of the game, I think it's great to see that kind of thing, even though it's probably annoying for others.
Now help me out. She's the one with the bow, and she's like got a purple attire, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
right.
She kills off my Tavros immediately, almost every single time in arena.
Yeah, yes, she can be really deadly, especially if somebody leans into her and just maxes everything, right? So you get her unique item, you get some really good gear on her, and then you enlighten her all the way to 10 stars. She's She's tough to deal with. You need an assassin to deal with her, basically. And that's when you would turn to Juno or Durin as probably your top options to try to neutralize her right away. But it's again, it's nice because she's not impossible to deal with. But if you just have sort of your generic formation and you don't have a plan for her, you can get taken out right away.
I'm writing this down as you're telling me that this is great information because like I keep running into her, so now I need Juno and Durin somehow to offset her. Fantastic information. That is why I have you on this show, and we're going to be talking more and more down the road about maybe the new metas or new characters that come out. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you're not in the Gamers Galaxy Discord, get in there for all the newest alpha contests going on. Rubik has amazing contacts in this space, and he just keeps bringing value, and you can only get that if you're in the Gamers Galaxy Discord. Woody, I want to thank you for coming on today, and we'll have another show coming up here in a few days that's going to be talking about what needs to be addressed in GOG to make it even better. And any final thoughts before we head out?
No, thanks for having me again, and I'm happy to do this.
Again, follow Woody on X at GameFi Nexus. Everybody take care. Bye-bye now.